Hey, I'm Elle.
And I'm JJ.
We're a travel couple from Australia who have the goal of visiting 100 countries.
We love adventure, good food, and are always up for unique experiences.
Follow along on our journey as we travel across Europe.
Over 3 months, we will be visiting 12 exciting countries.
Exploring the sights, trying new foods, and delving into the rich culture each has to offer.
So sit back and enjoy as we tick off our bucket list destinations.
Like and subscribe to support us on our journey.
On the first day of Brussels, we explored the Grand Place, where the town hall's facade has a tower standing 26 metres tall with a statue of the Archangel Michael at the top located in the centre. When we entered the square, we were met with a flower festival that had elephants made from wood. Next was lunch at the bougiest Hard Rock Cafe we had ever seen. After lunch, we made our way over to the famous Manneken Pis. So we've made it to Brussels.
We're on day three.
What has been your favourite part so far? I've enjoyed all of it.
What a question. What's been your favourite part?
Well, when we first got in, I didn't have any expectation. Going to the Grand Place was mind-blowing, just in the sense that it was really beautiful. Small but big, like bougie,
Lavish.
Yeah, lavish, because of all the gold, just the sizes of the building, and also the history that's been captured and kept with everything.
I saw you have a wow.
Yeah. I was like,
oh, she's seeing it, she's experiencing it.
I was trying, like, not that I was trying to hide, like, my true emotion, but I was just kind of, like, speechless.
I've got my favourite moment. It's all the memories have got to come back to me. I feel a
because
bit,
Elle's been to Bruges before, like Brussels, sorry.
And it's been a long day. We've been awake since 4.
How do you think your first trip compared to the second time you coming?
My first one, I smashed it out, and I pretty much got off a 42-hour travel time from Australia. And then I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's walk around the city.
Bump it out.
I somehow did 30,000 steps that day. Had maybe a 2-hour nap, and then got up and went again and looked again. This time, we seem to be finding places that I completely missed the first time, and I don't know how that I missed them because they're central. But we arrived in, what's it called? I can't say it. Groton Market or something. It's this big square.
Yeah.
Literally maybe
right off the metro.
A couple of 100 metres from the Grand Place where I went before. Never came across it the first time, and I was there for 3 days. Like, I don't know how I missed that. But no, my favourite part of today was when we went into the church and the man playing the organ.
Story with that is we were just walking around. We went to see Manneken Pis.
And the little boy peeing.
Took some photos of that. Just decided we were going to wander, and we came across this church. We just decided to walk in, and we were there at the right time for this man playing. It was just beautiful. I did cry.
I'll have to find the name of the piece of music he was playing, but it's a piece that I had to learn for keyboard like years ago when I was a kid. And it's like... Yeah, he did like the full piece of it.
After he just finished, stood up silently, some people clapped, and he just walked out.
Yeah.
He was gone.
I enjoyed it though as well because it was like we both had two different experiences in that church.
Yeah.
Like there was swings up the back, which I thought was just crazy. Like to be in a church, I was like, we're in a playground, yay! So I sat in the swing and I was just having the time of my life listening to this dude play, and I was having like nostalgic memories. Then I look over and this one's just sitting silently staring at the Jesus statue. So would you say that was your, oh my God, I'm here in Europe moment?
Yeah, the moment of just randomly going through the streets and then finding that place and then that happening for me was like, wow. It was
synchronistic.
Yeah, it just amplified all the feelings that I had already bottled up. And then I was like, whoa, like I'm here and I'm so lucky to experience this moment.
My, oh my God, I'm back in Europe was when we were on the Eurostar this morning. When you cross the Eurostar, you go into France first and you start seeing all the fields. And there was a moment where I don't even know, I think I was seeing the little houses. I was like, oh, I know we're in Belgium suddenly. I always feel like pain in London and pick up on pain in London, but then as soon as like we crossed into Belgium, I just felt like all this tingle in my chest, and I was like, I'm so happy.
Home,
and I feel so at home here. I don't know what it is.
I for sure have felt that.
It's just a really nice feeling place.
Everyone's so kind. They've been really understanding and
if you don't speak the language, it doesn't matter. But we're staying at a hostel at the moment. We've got a like private room at the hostel. Anything else? Yeah.
But we'll wrap it up and we've got tomorrow to explore. On our second day, we took a walk to the Palace of Brussels. Although it's been more than a century since the Belgian royal family lived here, the Royal Palace remains the headquarters of the Belgian constitutional monarchy. It's tradition that every summer the Royal Palace opens its doors to the public. Unfortunately, it was closed for construction when we were there, but it's open from the 23rd of July to the 28th of August. After exploring the Garden of Monte Arts, we stopped at an adorable cafe and visited the local markets. One of the free activities we explored was St. Michael's Cathedral, and this was a personal favourite of mine. Built in 1880 for the 50th anniversary of Belgium's independence, the Cinquantenaire Park is both a set of French gardens and a historical site where you can discover monuments, sculptures and museums. Back for day 4. What did we do today?
We started at Brussels Park.
Yes. We walked through Brussels Park. There was a water fountain. There was these statues that we thought were hippos.
Yeah, it was like an art installation.
But they were cats.
They look like hippos though, like with pointy ears, but apparently they were cats.
They led you to the Royal Palace, which unfortunately for us was actually covered because they're renovating on that.
It's temporarily closed. One day I will see inside this damn palace. It was temporarily closed last time.
Because I'd like to actually see it. We walked through to another square. I'm not sure what the building was.
There's this massive square where like there's all these tram lines that go through that are just like hanging wires in the air. Cars and buses and stuff can come through, and then there's this big building called the Gutenberg, which is like I think it's a museum slash palace. You have to pay to go inside, so we didn't do that today. It's a beautiful, I don't know, it's just a beautiful scene, and it's really weird to see because both there and like the road that's out the front of the royal palace is all cobblestone. Like it's the full
authentic.
Yeah, it's the old cobblestone road, and it's really wide. Like the width of the road is
It's super
crazy.
interesting to see buses and cars driving on it. Makes a funny sound, but also just you thinking back to the time period that it would have been full of people and horse carriages and things, and now you're seeing cars driving over these cobblestones.
These modern cars just bouncing up and down
Yeah,
these cobblestone
it's
roads.
super interesting to see.
Yeah, once you're at this like square where the Kudenberg is, you walk down back towards the city. It's a main road that has like all these beautiful facades of like museums. So you've got the musical instrument museum. There was another one on the corner that was like really pretty as well.
Yeah, and you're looking over the whole, like all the way down the center to the main cathedral as well. There's like a view all the way down, which is beautiful.
Yeah. So then when you walk down that road as well, another one of the main sites that you come across is Mont des Arts, and it's like this beautiful garden, like manicured garden with all these different colors. And yeah, that was really pretty as well.
Yeah, it's
we
really
spent some time there.
After that, we decided to walk down back into the center. So there's like flowers hanging everywhere, and we actually found a cafe to stop in and have some breakfast. We went through a little market. We saw some like jewelry.
Yeah, it was
this
like a little handmade craft market.
Yeah, this lady had these little ceramic birds, and she'd fill them with water, and then when she blew in them, they made a bird sound, which was
like
so
this
interesting.
little whistle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did go to St. Michael Cathedral. That was absolutely amazing for me personally and stunning, and it's something I would highly recommend going and doing. You literally walk through this like little park and you look up and it's just huge. I loved it. Yeah.
I liked it because I didn't get to go in it last time. I got to stand outside it last time.
I think that's
and
free.
it's free to enter.
Yeah.
So
You wouldn't believe that it's
amazing.
free when you get inside.
We went out to another park as well. It's one of the famous parks in Brussels. I can't say it.
I think it's Parc du Cinque Terre, but I'm not
also
sure.
known as Jubilee Park, I think.
Yeah.
But there's these big like archways, kind of similar to what they have in Berlin. The perspective of it as well was very interesting because like you look at it from a distance and you go, oh, that's just small. And then as you're walking up to it, it just seems to get bigger and bigger. You think, oh, you can get to it really easy, but yeah.
Well, that was our 4th day.
Day 5.
Day 5. Last day in Brussels. what to say, how to begin.
Well,
Disclaimer, not every travel day is going to be perfect. Let's just cap that off first.
you had an alright day.
Did I?
My day started with me waking up after 12 hours of sleep, and by the time I woke up I had this nice surprise. It's all just hit. I'm sunburnt, I've got blisters on my feet are swollen, I've got the herp, and I got my period all in the one day, so it's just been a fun day for me.
Yeah, well, I ended up going down for breakfast for myself.
I slept.
I brought her back something just to nibble. What about
She
an
brought
egg?
me back one boiled egg
A
and
boiled
half
egg.
a rice cracker.
But then after 12 o'clock, we decided we're going to go out. So I woke her up and we got ready. And we headed back into the centre.
And the mood of the day was set as we were walking to the station for me,
Yeah.
because I feel like I manifest my day depending how I feel, and obviously I wasn't feeling good. So the first thing I see is a dead mouse on the ground. And then as we're going down into the metro station, there's a homeless guy with a blanket over his head, just taking a whiz as he's coming up the escalator.
I was oblivious. I didn't even notice it. I was
She didn't
literally
say anything.
having a good time. She scarred on me. What happened when we got in the centre? Got
We
a
wandered
coffee.
around. I wanted a coffee, and I thought that'll make everything better.
We decided to go back to the coffee place that we went to yesterday.
Which was really good yesterday.
Yeah.
Really amazing. We've both figured out at any time we decide as a couple to go and revisit a cafe of any description,
It just doesn't work
it
out.
doesn't work when we
Yeah,
revisit a
the
place.
second time always turns out either
Really disappointing or really
Or-
awkward,
yeah,
or
or-
something happens.
we've just decided that instead of trying to backtrack on a place that was really good the first time, carry on to something new.
We're a one-hit wonder apparently.
Yeah,
but
they're about 10 to 15 minutes not being served.
Yeah.
Even though we were right in the centre of the store.
it was like we were
And
invisible to the
until-
waiters.
Yeah, until I said, excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi.
And then a lady came over and then she was like, oh.
Oh, so we went to we went to a few chocolate
We figured
places.
out yesterday that if you go into every chocolate store, they give you a little
freebies.
sample. So instead of buying some,
You just
we
go
just-
in and you get
Yeah.
a free sample
we
every
thought
time.
we'd try the chocolate for free, which was a great bonus and I recommend doing it.
But this time we went back and they didn't give us a sample.
It didn't happen. So then we were like, oh, this is the kind of day. Okay.
Yeah, it set the tone for our day, really.
And then we went back to the Grand Place, and then there was so many tourists, and every time we were trying to get some more shots, it just wasn't working
Someone
out.
would stand in front of us.
Yeah, and I just started laughing because I was like, oh,
I'm
that's-
just gonna shit.
Yeah, and we decided to go and get some Belgian fries again.
The
We
same
visited
place?
the same place.
Yeah.
And we decided to get the same thing, but this time I said to Elle, go sit down and save a table, and I'll go in and I will serve, because I felt more confident with the French and what we were getting, and I thought, oh, it'll be perfect. But when I got up to the front, I was told to go inside. I went inside and I waited, and another couple were before me. I was standing right in the front, but other couples were being ushered because they were French. And it wasn't until I kind of had to be like,
Excusez-moi.
that I started getting yelled at by a French man. I just saw the anger in his eyes, and I was like, no, English. And a guy behind me stepped forward and spoke French to this guy and explained that we got asked to come in the door and that we've been waiting, and he basically just told him in French that he needs to serve me because the guy was trying to kick me out to reline back up after I stood there for half an hour. And that just wasn't going to happen in this heat. It was really nice of the gentleman to speak up for me. But yeah, that kind of just amplified the day.
We also went to some kind of patisserie or something. I don't know. They served these meringue things. I don't think we realized that they would melt in the heat.
Just disheveled. To kind of show you that travel's not always glamorous behind the pictures. Some days are just they
some
just
days
don't
are just
work.
stupid. We decided to go to this bar that we found. It's called Bar 58. It's a rooftop. It's
Very
the
nice.
best view. It's got a 360 view over the entirety of Brussels. So we had a drink up there.
That was a good, very good experience, and recommend it. It's free to go up.
Yeah.
You just wait outside, you walk through up
Just
the elevator, and then
Don't bring any big bags with you because you'll get turned away. If you've got like a little purse or something, you'll get through, but they do like a bag check at the door.
there's security. But we'll end this video.
And then our next stop is next episode.
Next episode. Oh, fashion. Oh, hey, hey. That's good. Wee, wee, wee.